Hello class. Today we are learning about really amazing technique of making impressions and images and paintings, drawings using crayons and doing impressions. So in taking an impression, I got that image right here of the lace by placing the lace under my paper and pressing down with the crayon, which gave me a beautiful impression. Okay. So today we're learning about that. We're gonna also be using different impressions of, for example, this is a nice background, plastic canvas in this image where if you are even table number, you're gonna get this kind of mat, sort of bamboo mat. If you are odd number, you're gonna get this kind of plastic canvas to make the background impression for your environment of your birds. For the birds, to make the birds, we're going to be using different sizes of leaves. So you're going to take one large leaf and one small leaf, and there are two baskets. Large leaves are these green ones. Small leaves are in this basket. So you're going to take one of these. You see all the veins. You would place the vein, the ones that you can rub your hand or your finger over, and it's really textured, like not this side but the opposite side, the underside of the leaf. We're gonna put under the paper and take an impression. So I'll show you. I just put it there and I have an impression. I'm gonna push down and we're gonna make an impression of that leaf. Okay, so right there. Now you're gonna take one of the small one of the big ones, so we have a class size amount of leaves. Okay, and the next step after that will be making a pleasing composition. For example, here, and ignore the writing on the back, I made a little bird with the leaf. The leaf was here and I just added the face. And I had something else underneath it that made the circles. But I did use the plastic canvas and I did use the lace right here. So it was really pretty until I wrote on it. I just wrote what we need. We're gonna need crayons. We're gonna need a pencil to write your name and table number on the back of your paper. We're gonna need the leaves and the paper. Some of your images, you can finish them if you have crayons or markers even in this way. So your leaf, you're gonna impress your leaf and then you can get different ideas. You can move the same two leaves around that paper and you can get 2 or 3 birds out of that one leaf. You can also make an impression out of lace as a background. Maybe it looks like some kind of nature in the background. How to finish the leaves. Once you get the impression, you see you're going to be adding some details. You're going to maybe add to the stem a little bit of a beak or an eye or some feather textures over the leaf. You're going to create feather textures. You can create vines with leaves to give the bird some place to live. You're going to add faces. If you have a big leaf, you can even make an owl face. These are examples. Let's get started so you can see how it's done step by step. So these were my examples, all different kinds, because I love this technique and I know you will too. And we are learning about impressions. So the name of the technique is called impression, and that's our vocab word. Impression. We are making impressions. So to get started, we're not going to even distribute the materials. First thing we're going to do is on a piece of paper, we're going to get a pencil. And on the back of the paper, I'm going to write my name, table number. For example, my number is, I'm sitting on number 10. That's my table, and my grade is G1, for example, grade 1, or G2, or maybe my grade is G3, and so on and so forth. Okay, and today's date is 2/17. 2/17. So that's what we're gonna write on the back of the paper. When we're done with that, then we're gonna be ready with our crayons. So check that you have your crayons. And the best way to do this technique is if your crayon doesn't have a paper over it. And I'm gonna show you. If you're, like I said, even numbers, we'll get this bamboo mat. If you're an even number, you're gonna get this kind of background for your birds. And it's gonna look like really Asian and bamboo-y in the background. Then, for example, you can switch the color of the crayon, and you will have, each student will get either one bamboo mat or one of the screen look plastic mat. Okay, so odd numbers will get the screen, even numbers will get the bamboo mat of the table numbers. Then you're gonna get different lace, so each student will have one lace. So I will handle that. You will stay in your seat and you will get that from Miss Kramer. So you're gonna decide where you want your lace to be. I'm gonna put it there. Maybe I'm gonna simulate that this is a sun for my lace. So I'm gonna start pressing the lace down. Oh, see what happened? The lace is not as strong as the bamboo. The bamboo is actually stronger in this case. So that's a good thing that we learned. We're gonna remove the bamboo after we're happy with that, and just put the lace on a table, and I'll show you what the difference it makes. So now watch what happens. Now I can actually see. I should be able to see little ridges of the lace around. Okay, so I had some of the bamboo there. Okay, next step is you're gonna choose the leaf, or Miss Kramer might hand you a leaf from the big pile, and check the underside. You're gonna use the underside again. So check the one for the underside. So it needs to show the veins, because it's the veins, V-E-I-N, veins, that will make a nice impression, veins. So I'm gonna choose one of the leaves here, the bigger one. Maybe we have enough for 2 small leaves for class size. So I'll pick one that has nice impression. See, this side is smooth. This side has the veins, so it needs to be that side up. It needs to be that side up with the veins. Listen to that. That's very crucial. Otherwise, the veins will not show. And I'll get another one, smaller one. Again, side up with the texture showing, the veins showing. So I'm gonna create the size of my bird like I did on this picture. So this is an example. For example, that bird and this can be like that, or see how it is, or this, and even a smaller leaf. Or you can use this one for the leaf too. So we have 2 or 3 leaves per student. And don't forget which side up, the one that you can feel the texture most, the roughest texture. So I'm gonna situate my bird somewhere like so. I'll move the lace now. Maybe I'll put him right here, one bird next to him, like that, and let's see what it looks like. I'll choose the birds to be, use my blue crayon. This is coming very nice. See how the veins are showing? That looks like a bird. Here's another one. Maybe I'll give him a little wing here. And I can, when I want the wing here, I can move the leaf just where I want the impression to be done. See how much darker that area became with a new impression, new leaf. See, that looks like a wing. And this leaf actually gave me the better impression. Maybe this was not dry enough. So I'll just move this leaf again, and I'll go over this impression one more time so it stands out more. See how much more texture I'm getting? So, and now they have the body, the birds have the body, but they don't have the face, they don't have the head or anything. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a little circle for where the head should be. Start with a circle, and this one should have a circle right there. Okay? The beak, it's like a little triangle. Little triangle. See how they're overlapping? They look like they're sitting together. Eye. The eyes are closer to the beak. You can decorate the head later with your crayons, so you can make it match the blue, so the bird is matching. You can finish the bird textures and feathers. Remember the directions. It says add details, make the vines, add faces or tails or create feather textures, and add leaves. So you can finish that face really cutely, make a cute little bird, like so. Maybe I'll give him a red beak. Maybe he has some green in his feathers too, so you can finish anyway. But this one that I did looked like a little duckling, the leaf, see? Well, this one looked like a little chick, like Easter chick, and baby chicken. And so some of them might look like an owl. Here, these three birds, again, I showed them to you before. This was just the kind of the end of the leaf, kind of like so, and it looked like a long beak, so I just colored it, made it longer, made a beak longer. And I used the same leaf over and over to get these three birds. I just made this neck longer. So use your imagination how you want to do it. So right now we have the two bodies. Okay, so maybe I wanted a little bit of green on his feathers, so you can finish coloring wherever you like, or whatever colors you like, or on his face. You can finish it any way you like in terms of colors. Don't forget, we're going to add some places for them to leave, so some vines and some leaves. So lots of leaves, so they're nice and happy. I'm using dark green to create the leaves, and I'm going to use light green later to fill them out, so I'll have a nice mixture. And you see how I have space left over here? I can do all the space with leaves where I have the space left. Overlapping too, giving it a little bit three-dimensional. Remember that images and subjects that appear closer appear in front and overlap. The word is overlap. So they overlap each other. This bird in the front is overlapping this one, so you know he comes first, then this one. So I drew a lot of leaves, maybe a little line this way, and maybe it's a brush, maybe it's a little tree. I'm going to color it with lighter green so I can get nice blendings. And we're at 15 minutes, but you're going to finish it any way you like to make it nice and pretty. I already made a few examples again for you so that you can use your imagination and squint a little and see what kind of special leaf bird you're gonna make. I'm gonna leave this on as far as so you know what to do. And now is your turn. Good luck.